Quiz. I am Jitendra Srivastava, your today's teacher for mathematics subject, and our today's topic is class 10th, and the topic is quadratic equation. So we will study from the beginning about the history of quadratic equation. See here, Babylonians were the first to solve the quadratic equation of the form x square minus px plus q equals to 0. So it was started with Babylonians only, and yeah, Brahmagupta in AD 598 to 665. During that period, an Indian mathematician whose name was Brahmagupta gave an explicit formula to solve a quadratic equation of the form ax square minus bx equals to 3. An Arab mathematician Al-Khwarizmi in AD 800 also studied quadratic equations of various types. So these were the few mathematicians who studied in their times about quadratic equations and given some formulas also. So now an ancient Indian mathematician Sridharacharya derived the well-known quadratic formula for solving a quadratic equation, which is used right now also, and that formula is ax square plus bx plus c. This one, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 by the method of completing the square. This is being used as the standard formula for solving such an equation. According to this formula, what its formula means, what its formula gives. So in this formula, the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 are given by alpha equals to plus minus b plus under root b upon 2a, and beta equals to minus b upon 2a. Sorry, minus b minus under root d. This is under root d upon 2a, where d means b square minus 4ac is called the discriminant of this equation alpha. So it is called as a discriminant of an alpha. So now moving on about definition of quadratic equation. Quadratic equation is in the variable x is an equation of form ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a cannot be equals to 0. And you can put the values of x here, and if it satisfies the equation, it will bring 0, then it is a form of quadratic equation. And how you will find any quadratic equation? It must have the highest power as a 2 only, then it is in the form of quadratic equation. So now roots of a quadratic equation. A real number alpha is called a root of the quadratic equation. So here ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, and a is not equals to 0. If we put the value of x as alpha, so what will be the equation? A equals ax alpha square plus b alpha plus c equals to 0. If alpha is the root of ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, then we can say that x equals to alpha satisfies this equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So, or if x equals to alpha is a solution of the equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. It means if alpha satisfies this equation, then it is known as the root of that equation, or it is a solution of the equation. So now the next point is the root of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 are called the zeros of the polynomial. So it is known as the zeros of the polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. Solving an equation. Now how we will solve a quadratic equation? Solving a quadratic equation means finding its root. So how, when we solve any quadratic equation, what we do generally? We do find the roots of the equation. Like the equations will be in this form and you have to find their roots. they will not as it is this written, but they will be in this form only, and we have to find their roots. And every quadratic equation has two roots. Every quadratic equation has two roots, and the highest power on any quadratic equation will be highest power. Sorry, highest power will be always 2. Power will be always 2, and the roots are 2 only, not more than 2. So now we will do some examples on this. Let's see on the whiteboard. Our first question is, which of the following are quadratic equations? There are some equation. First is x square minus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. We have to tell if it is a quadratic equation or not by checking it. So as we can see here, the highest power is 2, and it is following the standard form of quadratic equation like ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Here a is not in 0. The value of a is not 0, it is 1, and it is following the standard form of quadratic equation. So we can say this equation is in, this equation is a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic polynomial, so it is a quadratic equation. So by just looking on that formula, inspecting them, we can say, or comparing with standard form of quadratic equation, we can say if the equation is in quadratic equation or not. So now moving on to the next question. The next question is 2x square minus 3 under root 2x plus 6 equals to 0. Now we have to check if it is a quadratic equation or not. So by comparing with the standard form of quadratic equation, we can say this also satisfies the standard form of quadratic equation. It follows that. So we can say this equation is also in a quadratic equation. Now moving on to the next question.
Switch on your video, sir. No? That will be the
Sorry,
good, I
bro.
think. Yeah, switch on your video, sir.
Sir, actually I'm using my whiteboard, so that is why it is not.
No problem. If you are using whiteboard means no issue, no? Yeah.
Am I visible? You know.
Yeah, you are visible.
Okay. So the next question is 3x square minus 2 root x plus 8 equals to 0. Now we have to check if it is in the form of quadratic equation or not. Now here it is not following the rule of ex square plus bx plus c. How? Because the value of x is in not real number. It is in under root. So that is why the standard form of quadratic equation has no under root x. So we can say it is not following the standard form of quadratic equation. So it is not a quadratic equation. Here, the x should be not in under root. X should be free from any root. So we have to write like this. So we can say this equation is not following the standard form of quadratic equation. So it is not in the form of quadratic equation. Now the next question is 2x square minus 3 equals to 0. We have to check if this is a quadratic equation or it is following a quadratic equation or not. So we have to compare it with ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So we can see the value of ax square is 2, bx value is not given, and value of c is given here. So if any value is missing or any term is missing, then also we can say that it is following the rule of standard form of quadratic equation. So here the second term, the value of bx is missing. Then also we can say it is following the rule of quadratic equation. So because it has ax square and the value of bx will be 0 and value of c will be minus 3. So that is why it is following the rule of standard form of quadratic equation. So it is the quadratic equation. So now next question is x plus 1 by x equals to x square. So now first of all we have to make that. Now we have to put these all equations values one side. Either we will put this side x square, bring this side, or we will first of all solve this equation and bring those equation this side. So I will do that only. I will solve this equation, then I will bring this to this side. So now I am doing this. See here. I will multiply this x and x. So what it will be? X square plus 1 upon x equals to x square. Now what we will do, we will go in the next whiteboard. Equation was x square plus 1 upon x equals to x square. So what we will do, we will multiply this to with this. So x square plus 1 equals to x cube. So now what we will get, now we will bring this to this side. On the next page, see here, x square plus 1 minus x cube equals to 0. That x cube will be this side and the signs will be changed. Now, so we can see here x square is given, but the highest degree of the polynomial is 3, not 2. So as you can see, the highest degree is 3 here. So it is not in the form of quadratic equation because the quadratic equations has highest degree as a 2 only, not 3. So we can say this is not a standard form of quadratic equation. So it is not the answer. So now next question is x square plus 1 upon x square equals to 4 whole 1 upon 4. That's 1. Now we will solve this equation. Multiply this to this. X square x square with x square plus 1 upon x square equals to 4 4 just 16 plus 1 17. 17 upon 4. Now what we will do, we will multiply 4 to this side. So it will be 4x square plus 4 upon x square equals to 17. So now what we will do now, we will take equation here and we will plus these 4x square into x square plus 1 upon x square equals to 17. Now the power will be 4x to power 4 plus 1 equals to 17x power 2. Here also we can see the power is getting more than 2. The value of power or highest polynomial is getting more than 2. So let me write it properly. Here the power is 4 and it was x square. So here also the polynomial has the highest degree as a 4. So it is not a quadratic equation. I hope you have understand these questions. Now we will do some questions, and by solving them we can check if the following quadratic equations are in the form of quadratic equation or not. The first question is 2x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 3 and x plus 4 multiplied by x minus 2. Now what we have to do, we have to check if this is in form of quadratic equation or not by solving them. So first of all, we will multiply this number with this. So first of all, what we will do, we will take 2x and multiply in x and minus 3. Now if we multiply 2x with x, then value will be 2x square. How? Because 2x has the power of 1 and this x has also the power 1. So when the basis is same, then the power will be added. So it will be 2x square. Now we will multiply 2x with minus 3. Then the value will be minus 6x. 2 3 just 6 and the x will remain same. Now what we will do, we will multiply minus 1 with x minus 3. Then minus 1 with x will be minus x, and multiplication of minus 1 to minus 3 will be plus 3, because minus and minus, when we'll multiply that, then the signs will be changed. So now we have got one value this side. Now what we will do, we will multiply these x with x minus 2. So x square minus 2x. Now we will multiply plus 4 with x minus 2. So it will be 4x plus and minus, plus minus will be minus, 4 to the 8. So we have got two equations. One is this and the other is this one. What we will do, we will now solve this equation and try to reduce it. 2x square minus 6x minus x plus 3. So first of all, we will do this. So what we will do, see what we can see here,
this minus 6x and minus x can be added because it has like this symbols, like signs. So like signs are added without changing their sign. So it will be 2x square minus 7x, because we have to add these because both have same signs. So it will be minus 7x plus 3. And the next equation was, let me see what was the next equation. The next equation was x square minus 2x plus 4x minus 8. X square minus 2x minus plus 4x. X square minus 2x plus 4x minus 8. So what we will do, we will add, subtract this. So it will be x square plus 2x minus 8. What we will do, we will bring this equation to this side of the equals. See here how we will do. 2x square. So this x square will be minus x square minus 7x, and this plus 2x will be in minus 2x, and this plus 3 and this plus 8 equals to 0. So now we have equation 2x square minus x square minus 7x minus 2x plus 3 plus 8. We will solve this. So 2x square minus x square will be x square, and minus 7x minus 2x will be 9x minus 9x, and plus 3 plus 8 will be plus 11 equals to 0. We can see it is following the standard form of quadratic equation as ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So we can say this equation is in the form of standard form of quadratic equation. I hope you have understand this question and you try to solve these, and if you have any doubt you can ask related to this. Now I will move to the next question. So our next question is, hold on for a second. So the next question is x 2x x square minus 1. So we have to first of all solve this and check if it is in the form of quadratic equation or not. So first of all, we will take this side or left hand side, you can say, and we will solve this. So we can see it is in the form of a plus b whole cube. So we will elaborate it by using a plus b whole cube formula. So what is the formula of a plus b whole cube? It is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab within the bracket a plus b. So by using that formula only, we will elaborate this. Expand this. X cube plus 2 to the power cube will be 8. So after that, 3ab, 3 into 2 into x, and in the bracket x plus 2 will be there. And you can also expand this also. It will be 2x cube minus 2x. It will be 2x cube minus 2x. X cube plus 8 plus 6x x plus 2. equals to 2x cube minus 2x. Now what we will do, we will more elaborate this, expand this, x cube plus 8 plus 6x square multiply by this, and 6 to the 12x plus 12x equals to 2x cube minus 2x. So as far as I can see here, this x cube cannot be reduced to 0. We cannot eliminate this x cube. The power of 3 cannot be eliminated. If we will minus this, then also we can see x cube is remaining. 1x cube is remaining either in positive form or in negative form. It is remaining here. So we can see that this is not satisfying the standard form of quadratic equation because it has the highest power in the polynomial as 3. So we can say it is not following the form of quadratic equation. So it is not in the form of quadratic equation. So it is not the form of quadratic equation. Now moving on to the next question. The next question is x plus 1 whole cube equals to x cube plus x plus 6. So now what we will do, we will elaborate this, expand this with the same formula a plus b whole cube. It will be a cube plus 1 plus 3 into a x into 1 will be 3x and x plus 1. Now x cube plus x plus 6. Now solve this. X cube plus 1 plus 3x square plus 3x. Here x cube plus x plus x 6. Sorry. Now what we can see here, this x cube and this x cube can be eliminated because both have same signs and both are on different sides of the equal. If both signs are same at the different sides of the equal, so it can be reduced. How? See here, we will bring this equation to this side of equation. See here how we will do. X cube minus x cube, because this is in the plus sign, here it will come and the sign will be changed, and plus 1 minus 6 plus 3x square and minus x plus 3x equals to 0. Here the equation says, I will write it again so you can see here, x cube minus x cube x cube minus x cube plus 1 minus 6. Okay. So I am what I am doing, I am erasing this, so you can write here also. I am writing here, so you can see here also, understand this. So it will be x cube minus x will be eliminated, so it will be 0, and plus 1 minus 6 will be minus 5, and plus 3x square minus x plus 3x will be minus x plus 3x will be plus 2x equals to 0. Or we will write it properly in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. So here this power of 2 will be written here, 3x square plus 2x minus 5 equals to 0. So we can see it is following the standard form of quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Here the value of a is 3 and value of b is plus 2 and value of c is minus 5. So we can see it is following the standard form of quadratic equation. So this equation is a quadratic equation. So it is in the quadratic equation. It is correct. Okay, so I will remove these whiteboards now. It has reached up to maximum number of whiteboards. Now, if you have any doubt, you can ask here, and or you can comment in the comment section also, and we can discuss it later on. Now, I am moving ahead, solving a quadratic equation by the method of factorization. How to solve it? So, the process is, let the given quadratic equation can be, let me switch on my screen so you can see what it is written here. You can see on the screen also. It will be visible to you. Wait. Solving a quadratic equation by factorization method. Let the given quadratic equation be ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Where a is not equals to 0, let ax square plus bx plus c be expressible as the product of two linear expression, say px plus q and rx plus s, where p, q, rs are real numbers such that p cannot equals to 0 and r cannot equals to 0. Then what we will do, we will bring this equation like this, where p plus q into r plus x, rx plus s equals to 0, and px plus q equal, the value of px plus q equals to 0, or rx plus s will be 0. How? Because if we see here, if we put that px plus q equals to 0, how? If we put this, bring this to this side of 0, it will be become 0, like 0 upon rx plus s. So the value of rx plus s will be 0 only. Because if we something divide something, if we divide something by putting 0 as a dividend, so it will be not divisible. Because if we divide anything and by putting dividend as 0, it will become 0 only. So here also px plus q will be 0, or if we put rx here only and px plus q bring this side, so it will be also 0. So rx plus s will be 0 only. And from both the equations, we can get the values of x as minus p upon q or minus s upon r. So we will now solve some questions here. Factorization method, I will tell you how it can be done. The first question is x plus 2 multiply by 3x minus 5 equals to 0. Now we have this equation. We have to multiply it first of all, or without multiplying also we can do. The value of x plus 2 will be 0. How? We will bring 3x minus 5 this side of the equals, so it will become 0. So from here we can get the value of x. What we can get, the value of x will be, this plus 2 will go that side of equals, so it will become minus 2. So we can get the value of x is minus 2. In the next equation, we can get the value of x is, the next equation is 3x minus 5 equals to 0. So what we will get, the value of x here, we will get x equals to 5 upon 3. So we are getting two values. The one value was x equals to minus 2 and x equals to 5 by 3. So these are the roots of quadratic equations, we can say here. Without solving it, we can get the roots. It's called the factorization method. I hope you understand this. Now we will do the next question so you can get more clarity about this method. The next question is 5x square minus 8x equals to 0. Now, what we will do, we will try to find out the value of x. So how? We will take common here. What is common? X is in the both numbers, so we will take x as a common. So here, what is remaining? 5 and x, because 1x we have taken as a common, so the x is only remaining. Now minus 8 equals to 0. Now the value of x will be, if we put make this x as a value, what we will get? We will put this to that side of 0, so we will get x equals to 0. The value of x will be, a value of this x will be 0. And now if we put 5x minus 8 this side only and take this x to this side of the 0, then we get 5x minus 8 equals to 0. The value of this x will be x equals to 8 upon 5. So we are getting two roots. The one is 0 and the other is 8 upon 5. So hence we can say the roots of this equation are 0 and 8 upon 5. These are the two roots of this equation. Now solve this. 6x square minus x minus 2 equals to 0, and we will have to find the value of roots. So how we will do this? First of all, we will multiply this with this number. Extreme ends are multiplied. So what we will get? We are getting only numbers. We will not multiply x square. Okay. So this 6 will be multiplied minus 2. We will get minus 12. So now we have to make some pairs of minus 12, which will bring those two numbers. When we minus them or subtracting them, we will get 1. So we have to find such numbers. So first of all, we will find the factor of 12. How many factors are there? Or you can say take LCM. We can see 1 is multiplied by 12 or 2 is multiplied by 6. We are getting these numbers as a pair. 3 is multiplied by 4. So we are getting 3 here numbers, but we have to check in which pair of number we are getting. If we subtract those numbers, we are getting 1 as a number answer. So we can see it is not making that pair. It is also not making that pair. This can make that pair. If we subtract 4 from 3, we can get 1. And if we multiply these numbers, we can get 12. So this is our required pair. So how we will rewrite? We will rewrite this 6x square minus 3x plus 3x minus 4x equals to minus 2 equals to 0. Now we will take common from this. The common is 3x. In the both numbers, 3 is common and x is also common. So 3x we will take common. So the remainder is 2x plus 1. Here also we have to take common, which will bring 2x plus 1. So we can take minus 2 as a common. So our number will be 2x plus 1. We can see we have these numbers 3x minus 2 and 2x plus 1 equals to 0. This is 0. Sorry. 3x minus 2 and 2x plus 1. So value of x will be plus 2 upon 3 and in 2x plus 1 equals to 0, the value of x will be minus 1 upon 2. So we have two roots of the equation. One is 2 upon 3, another is minus 1 upon 2. I hope you have understand this session and you can try it. And if you have any doubt regarding this factorization method or any form of quadratic equations during finding the roots, so you can ask in the comment section. We will discuss it later in the next class. I hope you have enjoyed this session, and you can also sign up on the schoolquiz.com for more sessions. If you have doubt in any other subjects, you can also log in with that schoolquiz.com. You can sign up on that. I hope you have enjoyed this session. Thank you for this.
Yeah. So